Good morning, all. Good evening, all.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
Sir, we are all fine. How are you, sir? We are fine.
I'm fine.
Sir,
How
we
are
are
you?
good, sir.
You are good. Okay. How was the day? How was the day? How did it go? Was there any challenges? Was it peaceful of the day? Did you find any kind of challenges, or did you
No
find
challenges, sir. Today holiday for me.
today holiday? Why it is holiday today? Why it is holiday? You have to speak in the class.
Like they are vaccinating to the other students. Sir. I
Okay,
already
for
got
your
it.
school. Okay.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
my day was boring.
Your day was boring. Okay. We'll make you so interesting in today's class. Don't worry. What about others? Vedika, Lalita, Vidya, Manogna, Dharpal, Vishnu,
So my day was
Ayesha.
good, sir.
See, I told in the last class, so when I'm asking something, everyone must respond for that. If you don't like any question, you can openly say that, sir, I don't like the question. Sir, I don't want to respond. You can put a message in the chat box. Okay, but everyone must respond. If I'm asking something, which means that question belongs to every one of you. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, yes. So, and what is the news? What is the update today? Any news? Any news? What is the update? Have you heard about any news? World, nationwide news, worldwide news? Any news? Any updates? You can tell me. See, every day we start the with one news. You have to tell me one news. Within one statement. Sir, that happened this day. One statement. Have you heard about that? Any news? No. So no one follows news. No one follows news. Am I correct?
Sir, I'll start from tomorrow.
You'll start from tomorrow. Great. Who is the Prime Minister of Pakistan now?
Sir, Imran Khan.
Imran Khan. Is gonna be the Prime Minister for the upcoming year, or like, do you know he is no more Prime Minister of the Pakistan now?
Yes, so there was some
Sir.
fight or something going on.
Current, see, he has, so Pakistan's government, just now I just got a news. Prime Minister of Pakistan after 2022 he was that, but it is the news
Yes,
which
sir.
I told you, it is a 24, like,
Pakistan government notified that Imran Khan is no longer PM.
no longer Prime Minister of the Pakistan. Exactly. Very good. Vishnu, very good. So we were going with what lesson in the last class?
Sir, number system.
Hmm?
Sir, number system.
Number system we were going with, right? Chalo. So let's go with the number system then. Shall we start with that? Let's
Yes,
begin the show. Yes. Chalo. So I request you all, please be on time. Everyone must be on time. Everyone must join on time and listen the class carefully. If at all you have any doubts, you can ask me if I give a time. You cannot ask in between the class. You cannot disturb the class. Disturb the class in the sense, when I'm talking, you have to listen. When I stop talking, you have to ask that, sir, I have a doubt. Can you clarify that? But not in between. When I'm talking, don't ask. When I stop talking, when I ask you for any doubts, then you can ask. Okay, good.
Okay.
Let's begin now. So what are the things we learned in the last class? Tell me. Rational, irrational, now real numbers we have seen. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now,
Sir, number system, right?
number system. That yes, real numbers is for class 10. Yours is a number system. Exactly. We were going with the number system. Class 9 number system. In number system, we learned natural, whole, integers, non-integers, rational, irrational numbers, and real numbers. These all the numbers of what? These are all the numbers of. These are the numbers. Okay, these are the family of number system. These are family of.
We have learned in the last class.
Sorry, Nityasi.
Sir, I guess we did also do terminating
Yes.
or terminating.
We have seen. Yes. So exactly. Now today in today's class, what we do is we'll talk about couple of identities. Identities for irrational numbers. For irrational numbers. We have seen what is irrational number. Irrational number is nothing but the number which cannot be right, which cannot be written in the form of p by q. All right, where p shouldn't be equal to 0. That is a condition, and p and q must be integers. Now look at this here. Basically, we must look at an operation. See, arithmetic operation. What is arithmetic operation? Let's see arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operation. Okay, very good. Arithmetic operation between. Look at this here. Between the first one. The number one point is rational and irrational. Rational and irrational. Will give an irrational only. Irrational number. Now look at this second arithmetic operation. If I talk about irrational and irrational,
It's irrational only, sir.
will give.
Irrational.
No, will give a rational or irrational. Well, let's see what is that. Rational or irrational.
Sir, only irrational, I thought.
We'll see. I'll tell
Sir,
you.
like root 3 into root 3 is 3, sir. That's it.
Exactly. Very good. Who said that answer?
Sir, Lalit, sir.
Lalit. Fantastic, Lalit. Very good. Congratulations. Now, very good job. See here, let's see how many of you are going to give me the answers now. Let's see an example. Let's say 2 into root 3. Okay. 2 into root 3. What is the answer? And if I say
Root 3.
3 into root 3. What is the answer?
Sir, 2 root 3 is the first one. Nine root is, sorry, square root of 9 is the answer, which is 3.
Wrong answer. Look
Second
at
one.
No. 2 into root 3 beta 2 root 3. Fantastic. Which is what? It is a rational number, irrational number. So rational into irrational gives you what?
Mix.
Irrational number.
Irrational.
Now irrational into irrational gives you what? Rational. Look at this. The rational
Square
number.
root of 9, which is 3.
Yes. Simply you can say 3. Yes. Square root of 9 you can say 3. Or else you can say root 3 into root 3 can be written as root 3 whole square. This will get cancelled, which comes 3. Correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Any doubts till this?
No, sir.
Sir, what is the second point?
Second point, irrational and irrational. Irrational and irrational give a rational or irrational. Oh, 1 second. Let's see.
So no, what?
Now, look at this. I will talk about. Where is that? One example 3. So what I told better, root 3 into root 3 is what? Root 3 into root 3 can be written as root 3 whole square. All right. Root 3 and square will be getting cancelled. That square root and square will get cancelled. How it cancels? I'll show you now. Look at this. This can be written as root 3 whole square, correct? Root 3 can be written as 3 to the power 1 by 2. Do you agree with my point?
Yes, sir.
to the power of 2. Now, whenever I have two powers, beta, I multiply these two powers. So what I'm going to know? What I'm going
1
to
by
get?
2.
1 by 2 into 2, which gives me 1. So which is equal to
1
3.
by 4.
So instead of doing all this procedure,
Sir, I have a doubt.
just a minute. Let me finish, then you can ask. Okay. So root 3 into root 3 is what? Root 3 whole square. Then that gives you what? 3. Correct? This is how we got. So instead of writing all this story, simply what I do, beta, this square root will get cancelled. I left with only 3. This is a shortcut. Correct? Understood now?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now you may ask your doubt.
Yes.
No, sir. Clarify while you're telling.
Yes. What was that?
No, sir. Like, I thought 1 by 2 into 2 is like 1 by 4. Then I
No.
got 1 by 2 into 2 by 1.
1 by 2 into 2, beta. 2 by 1 you can write this as 1, 2 will get cancelled, 1 will get cancelled. You have to pick 1 only, right?
I got confused as 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 like that.
No. We are using an identity like this. X to the power of m whole to the power of n. X to the power of mn identity, correct? Isn't it? Yes or no? Whenever we
Yes,
have
sir.
two powers, we multiply both the powers. Good. Now we'll talk about look at this. Identities for only irrational numbers. Identities for irrational numbers. We will finish the theory part, explanation part, then we will solve questions, dump of questions we can solve it. Okay, now look at this here. First, suppose if I have a and b two real numbers, let's say that let a and b are real numbers, then first you can write this as, because the first identity, root AB can be splitted as what, beta? Just now you told root A into root
Sir,
B.
root A into root B.
Fantastic. Okay. Now root A plus root B into root A minus root B can be written as
Sir,
what?
A plus, sir, A square, A minus B.
Yes, it is looking like A plus B into A minus B, right? So we know that A square
Yes,
minus
sir,
B
A
square
square minus B square, that property.
Just now I told, yes. Just now I told square root of A whole square gives me what, beta? A. Square root of root B gives me what, beta? B.
B, sir.
Correct?
So A
A
minus
minus
B.
B is the answer. Hope it is clear. Any doubts?
No
People,
doubts.
any doubts, people?
Sir, but square root of AB means it's like square root of A into square root of B, no, sir.
Which one?
First one you said square root of AB is square root of A minus square root of B.
Minus I said.
Symbol is like
No,
that.
sir, it's into, sir. That dot is into.
That is
We write
dot.
into in maths as dot, not minus.
Yes, that is into, not minus. I didn't write minus, beta. That is into dot. That is into. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, this clear. Yes. Now look at this here. Now if I write something like now tell me the answer of this.
Yes.
Now
Sir,
put
A
your
square
answer.
minus B.
Wait. You shouldn't give the answer. I am asking individually. You have to post a message in the chat box. Okay. Now what is this? Again, A plus B to A minus B format. So A square minus root B whole square, which gives me A square minus B. Correct?
Sir, from where did you get minus?
From where we get minus? Very good question. Have you learned, beta, A plus B into A minus B property?
A plus B.
We
Yes.
know that A plus B into A minus B,
A square minus B square.
A square minus B square, right? That is how we are getting minus there. How we are getting that? Simple multiplication. If you do not
Sir,
understand,
then
like,
B square will come, no, sir?
sorry,
The A square minus B square means here A square minus B, you said A square minus B square will come, no, sir?
speak loudly. I can't hear you.
No, no, sir. Here a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Means here also we should write a square minus b square only. No, sir. Why you wrote a square minus b is my question.
Look at this. Here, what is a beta? A is a only. What is b beta?
Square root of b.
Square root of b. So look at this here. I'm using this formula, right? Substitute.
sir.
Substitute here. What is a? A is a only. Square as it is. Minus. What is b here? Square root of b. Square root of b whole square. So a square minus this. This will get cancelled. That is how you left with a square minus. Hope it is clear now. Understood? Sir, I don't understand like that. I'm not able to understand like that. Can you please teach in some other method? Yes, I'll teach you. Look at this here. Multiplication of two expressions. How do you solve beta? This into this, a square. This into this, how much beta? Minus
A to the
root
power
b.
minus b.
No. A into root b. A root b.
Yes, sir.
Now this into this what?
Plus b a
A
to
root b
a
only.
root b and
Minus
minus
root b whole square. Correct?
sir, but that is a root b only, no sir, second bracket.
This one?
No sir, plus will come here, no sir.
Where? Where plus will come?
No sir, like a plus b square root of b. Sorry, a plus square root of b.
Yes.
Sir.
I'm listening, please.
And second one is a into square root of b or a minus square root of b is the
A
question.
minus. I have given you a minus. Clearly, it is written as a minus. Can you see that?
Okay. Yes.
Now, this into this, and this into this,
Yes.
this into this, this into this. I got this. Now look at this. A plus minus will get cancelled here.
Yes, sir.
So what I left with now? Check.
A square minus
This
square
will
root
get
of
cancelled.
yes, sir.
That is how I got the answer of this. Correct. So
Okay.
this is equal to what? A square minus b. Very simple. Very
Yes.
simple.
Yes.
Next. It is a very simple beta. Very simple. We are wasting much time on solving simple questions. We'll solve difficult question. Very simple. Hope it is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll tell you. Root a plus root b into root c plus root d is equal to dash. How do we solve that? How do we solve this?
A plus b.
Just as like as the before.
Sir, but here first plus is there, second there are 4 different variables.
We have 4 different variables here. In such cases, what we do? This into this, this into this.
Okay.
Okay, first I'll write one by one. Okay.
Square root of AC plus square root of AD.
Next,
Plus
Square root of BC plus
square root of BD.
square root of plus square root of BC.
Square root of AC
BD.
plus square root of AD plus square root of BC plus square root of BD.
This is the answer.
That's it.
Correct. Very simple. How simple it is? Check. Clear?
Yes, sir.
How simple it is? Very simple.
Yes, sir.
See, everyone, Ayesha. Yes, binomial multiplication. Everyone must respond. See, when everyone must respond, those who are not understanding, you have to put a message that, sir, I do not understand. If I ask you, don't give me open answers. So here on, whatever the questions I give you, beta, you have to post your answers in chat box. Okay, post your answers in chat box. Don't reveal the answers openly. Okay. Now I'll give one more. If at all I have something like this now, don't reveal the answers. Tell me the answer in chat box. For the 5th one, 6th one, those who have not able to answer, please put a message called IDK.
Sir, but how to keep the square root symbol?
Sorry,
Square root symbol.
I didn't get square root.
Symbol.
Like as how did we, as we solved in the fourth property, same
No,
fourth I did.
no, sir. But in chat box, how to keep square root symbol?
Acha,
I'm
acha,
asking.
in chat
Right
box
root.
you're taking. You write simple. Yeah, you can find out square root. I think you don't have square root. Mobile phone. If you are
Mobile,
using
sir,
mobile,
laptop.
laptop. Okay. You do one thing. Yeah, you put some simple like SQ. That's it. SQ. SQ is nothing but I understand. SQ is nothing but square root.
Okay.
We are going to learn very beautiful things. Come on, make it fast. Let's see who is going to give the first answer. Vishnu, no problem, but I'll teach you IDK. Vedika, very good. Lalitadya, very good. See, I would see that whether you are responding or not. I'll write the answer, tally your answer with the answer which I write on the screen. Okay? Understood, Lalitadya? Root AC, root AC, root AD. Very good, Lalit. Lalit, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. 1 second, Lalit. Yes, Lalit. Very good, Lalit. So plus, minus, plus, minus. Now somewhere, Nityasri, somewhere you made a mistake. Check. Shahu, good. Manogna, I'll teach you better. No problem. Vedika, very good. Vedika, Manogna, Shahu,
Where, sir?
Nityasri.
I multiplied with both, no, sir.
No. Check once. I'll tell you the answer. Wait. Think one more time. Anvesha, wrong. You have given wrong symbols. Lalitadya,
Okay, sir.
very good, Lalitadya.
Sir, Nityasri, mine also symbols are wrong.
Huh?
This is Nityasri.
Yes.
Mine also symbols are wrong, sir.
I didn't get you, beta. What you're saying?
No, sir. For my answer, also symbols are wrong, sir.
Yes, beta. Symbols are wrong. Everyone is making symbol. See, those who are those ever like whoever the name I said, beta, they have given the wrong symbols. You are right, but symbols are wrong. That is the wrong answer. Very good, Adya. Lalitadya, good. Anvesha, check. Mistake.
1 second, sir.
Jasmita, very good. Ayesha, very good. Vedika, good. Manogna, no problem. Will tell you. Okay. Sahasra, no problem.
I got my mistake, sir. 1 second.
1 second. So if I forget your names, better look at this here. I'll be giving a rankings. Those who are giving the first answer, those who are giving the second answer, those who are responding actively in the class, for them I'll be giving a surprise gift to you all. I'll not tell you what is a surprise gift, but definitely I'll give a surprise gift.
Sir, did you get it? Mine.
Yes. No,
Where did you get my answer?
still wrong. No problem. I'll tell you now. Look at the chat. You just compare your answers now. Ayush Mishra. Now tell you, beta. I'll tell you now. Yes. Now what I have to do? Look at this. This into this, which gives you what? Square root of AC. Okay. Here, this into this what? Plus into minus. Square root of AD. This into this what? Plus into plus only. So square root of BC. Next, plus into minus square root of BD.
I
So
didn't understand.
this
Sir,
is
I wrote
plus
my answer.
minus.
Sir, I didn't understand.
Sir, I wrote my answer.
Very good, Anvesha. Very good, Jasmita. Who didn't understand this one? Very good.
Symbols, sir.
Adya, very good, Adya. Those who have correct, beta, please check your answer. Very good. Who didn't understand this?
Sir, Nityasri, about the symbols.
Yes, very simple, beta. Look at this here. This into this AC. Understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Now this into this what, beta? You have minus here, correct? Here plus into minus. Correct?
Okay.
Now here plus into plus. Now plus
Yes.
into minus minus. This is how we just get this. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now look at this. Similarly, sixth question answer. Many of you have given the right answer, but let me tell you.
Yes, sir. It's like the identity A plus B
Yes.
the whole square.
Yes, it is looking like a plus b to the whole square identity, right? So what is a here? This is a. This
Sir,
is
root A.
wait. Root a square plus root b square. A square plus b square plus 2 times of.
Sir, I have
A.
sent the answer of the sixth one.
Very good. But wrong. Somewhere you made a mistake again. Look at this here. A plus b plus 2 times of ab. This is answer.
No, sir, yeah.
You missed a 2. I
Sir,
think.
should we write SQ for the square root?
No, sir, I wrote a square root of a whole square plus square root of b whole square.
Check. Where is 2 you have written? You didn't write 2, right? Am I correct?
Okay.
Yes, you didn't write 2. That is why I said wrong. Check.
Sir, I didn't understand.
Sir, I did want to write 2. I forgot.
No problem. I'll teach you again. Those who have not understand beta. Anvesha, look at this. Look at this here. How we know that a plus b whole square formula, right? What is the
Yes,
formula?
sir.
Anvesha should give this answer now. No one should give me the answer. Anvesha, what is the answer of this beta?
A whole square plus B whole square
Plus 2
plus
times of ab.
2AB.
Correct? What is a
Yes.
here? Square root of a is
A.
a. What is square root of b? That is b. I
B.
simply substitute here. Now look at this. A square is nothing but square root of a square. Check. B square is nothing but
Yes,
square root
sir.
of b square. Check.
Yes, sir.
2ab. Now just now I told you beta square root of a whole square always will get cancelled like this. Always it will be 1a only. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now look at this here. This will get cancelled. This will get cancelled. So what you left with now? A plus b square root of root a root b is what? Root ab.
AB.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, understood, sir.
Very good, Nitya. Very good. Great job. Great job. Everyone is doing fantastic job. Keep going with this enthusiasm. Yes. Next. Understood any doubts here? Till this any doubts you can ask me.
Understood, sir.
If you don't understand this better, you will not understand the questions. These are very important thing you have to basic multiplication. Correct? You should know what is root a into root a. Root a into root a is a only. So what you understand from this? Better look at this here.
A roots got
Let me tell
cancelled.
you, root 2 into root 2 is what? 2 always. Root 6 into root 6 is what? 6. So root x
X.
into root x is what? X. Root y
X.
into root y is what? Always y. Correct?
Right.
And now root 100 into 100 is what? 100.
100.
So root 500 into root 500 is what now?
500.
So like that. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
You know the reason behind why we are getting like that, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So
Sir, if we have root 1, 2, 3, 4, root 5, 6, 7, 8.
root 5, 6, 7. Simple. Look at this here. Square root of whole big square root 1, 2, 3, 4 into.
Sir, multiplied by these. Yes, sir.
Now this to multiply. That is your answer.
Okay, with square root or without square root?
With the square root. Look at this here. Whenever you have same numbers, then only I will be removing square. Whenever you have different numbers, square will be remain same. Okay.
Okay.
Why don't
Or
remember?
else like root x can be written like x power of 1 by 2 into x power 1 by 2 like exponential
Yes.
rule.
Don't remember like
also.
that. I told you the story behind that. Why we are getting like that. But a root x into root x can be written as what? Root x whole square, correct? So this will
Yes,
get
sir.
cancelled. That is we are getting x. Now if I
Yes.
say root x into root y, both are different variables. You
Root
cannot
x,
write
y.
like this, right? This is wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Then it will be root xy.
root xy. It will be remain same. Very good.
Root
Understood better now? Any doubts?
No doubts.
No, sir.
Fantastic. Wonderful job. Next, shall we go forward now?
Yes, sir.
Am I going fast?
Yes, sure.
No,
Yes.
No, sir, you're not.
No, sir. We can understand, sir.
Good. Are you getting any disturbance from my side? Noise, extra noise other than my voice?
So your voice is breaking.
Sir, your voice is a bit cracking, sir.
My voice is a bit
It
cracking.
was for 2 seconds, sir. It was for 2 seconds, sir.
It
But
was
then
for
it's
2
totally
seconds.
fine now.
Right, right, right.
Not directly to.
Thank you. Rationalization. Next concept, rationalization. Rationalization.
So this basically like making the denominator rationalized.
Yes, I'll tell you. Okay. Rationalization basically beta. Look at this here. Why do we use rationalization? Can anyone of you tell me now? Anyone of you? Any one of you? I'll ask the question to somebody.
So can you
Tanvi,
repeat back onto the question?
rationalization. Why do we use? Where do we use?
To make the denominator rational number.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Because
Not
it's
only
then
the
only we can
denominator.
add.
Not only the denominator. Any number. Look at. I'll tell you. Look at this here. Yes, you are right.
Converting any
Yes.
expression to a rational form, sir.
Yes, very good. Very good. You are right. Both of you are right. I'll tell you why it is, how it is, how do we solve, how do we express. Okay. Rationalization is, it is you right. Rationalization is continuation like that. Okay. Is converting an irrational number into a rational number. Okay. For example, look at this here. For example, very, very simple example, beta. Now tell me, 1 by root x is a rational or irrational number?
Sir, irrational.
1 by root x is a irrational number. Everyone, do you agree with my point? Every one of you. Every one of you.
Yes,
Is there
sir.
anyone that
Yes,
who doesn't agree with my point? Yes. Very good. It is a irrational number. Fantastic. Now my job is to convert this irrational number into rational number. Are you all listening my class? Are you all listening what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me properly. Listen to me carefully. Yes. So beta, look at this here now. Here, what I have here, root 1 by root x I have. So how can I convert this root x? 1 by root x is a irrational number. How can I convert this irrational number into a rational number?
sir, like multiply numerator and denominator by root x.
Yes. Look at this now.
Or multiply it with any number which will make it a rational number.
Yes. Look at
That's
this.
what, but we
Yes.
have to multiply it by root x.
If I multiply with root 1 by root x, what happens now?
2 root x.
1 by x. 1
No,
by x.
root x whole square, which is 1 by x.
1 by x, sir.
Yes. See here, I can 1 by root x is a irrational number. For making that irrational number as a rational number, I have to multiply with 1 by root x. Correct? If I multiply with 1 by root x extra, what happens now? Just now I told you 1 into 1 is what? 1. Root x into root x is what, beta? Root x whole square, which means 1 by x. Correct? Simple?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you one more thing. I'll give you one more example. Look at this now. I'll give one more example.
1 by root square 2.
1 by, if I say something like
2.
square root of a plus b. Square root of a plus b. How can I convert this into the irrational number?
So can I
Sir, root a minus b. Root a minus b.
can I say?
Yes.
So we
Multiply
have
it.
to do the same like we did, like into 1 by square root of a plus b. Then it will become square root of a plus b whole square. Then we can cut the square root and square, which will become 1 by a plus b.
Sir, instead of that, we can also do 1 by a root a minus b.
Multiplication.
I'll tell you a simple thing, beta. Look at this here. Here, everyone, what symbol you have here? Plus, right?
Yes, sir.
You
Yes, sir,
multiply-
multiply
yes.
by minus.
Yes, you multiply and divide with the same number. Look at it, a minus b by a minus b.
Sir, like in the before I have a doubt, sir, like 1 by root x, shouldn't you multiply also the numerator by root x because
yes,
you're multiplying the
yes.
denominator?
You are right. You are right. You have to multiply. Yes. No, I was thinking that no one is asking the doubt. Yes, you asked. Very good,
Yes,
beta. Look
sir,
at this
that's
here.
what.
Yes. Now my question was 1 by root x beta. I just asked you how can you make it as a rational number? It is a irrational number. How can you make it as a rational number? Simply if I multiply with one more extra, sir,
That
I'll
x
get it.
should just not be a 0, sir.
Yes. Look at this here.
Yes,
1
sir.
by
So the answer is right. Root x by x.
by x.
So,
Very good. That is correct. But my question was simple. Look at this here. A very good question. Here, my question was how can you convert that rational into irrational number by simply multiplying this? Simply multiplying that. Okay.
Sir,
If one second. Now if I have 1 by root x like this, sir, how can you multiply with 1 by root x alone? If I multiply with
you
and
can
divide with
directly
the root x.
multiply by root x. It will be cancelled, no?
Yes. One
Root x
second.
cancelled
Sir,
again.
root x into root x is x.
If you all let me teach so that I can teach you, then you can talk. If you talk in between, what happens is no one will understand in between. It will be a disturbance to everyone. I'll give a gap. I'll give a time. Then you can talk, please. Okay. My question was converting this irrational into a rational. What you did, I just simply multiplied with 1 by root x. It became as a rational number. Fantastic. That was right. But, sir, the question is like this. How did you multiply with this? Okay. Now, if I cancel these two again, I'll get my original function or not? Yes. I
yes,
get my
sir. So
original
instead of that,
function.
we have to multiply it
Yes.
actually.
For doing that, for getting my original function back, I have to multiply and divide with the same number. Okay. Now what happens? Here 1 into root x is root x. Root x into root x is 1x. Simple. So this is your answer now.
I
Correct?
don't understand, sir. Root x, if you cancel 1 by root x only, you'll get, no, sir.
Yes, beta. Look at this here.
Like 1 by 2 into 2 by 2, 2, if you cancel 1 by 2 only, no, sir.
Yes. Look at this here. That is what I'm telling you. See here, I can write now this part. This fully can be written as 1 by root x simply. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now 1 by, that is what I'm writing here. Look at this here. If you don't understand, let me teach you. You just forget about the second example. Okay. The first example we'll talk about now for a while. Okay. Now this is a question, beta. Okay. This is a question. This can be written as like
Your
this or
voice
not?
is breaking. Yes.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now what I said was 1 by root x I have. Okay. 1 by root x. 1 by root x can be written as 1 by root x into root x by root x. Both are correct or not? Both are same or not? Yes. Sir, why you are writing like that? So for suppose if I say beta, now 2 is equal to 2 into 1 by 2. Both are equal or not? Yes, sir. Am I correct? Sorry, 2 by 2.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah, now yes.
Now it is correct, right? Now similarly here, root x is equal to 1 by root x is equal to root x 1 by root x into root x by root x. Correct? This is equal to this or not? Both are same. But what I am doing here is simply whenever you have some number, you might have learnt in 7th and 8th standard. For suppose I'm multiplying and dividing with root x here. If I multiply with multiplying with the root x, I have to divide with the same number. That is a rule of the mathematics. Correct? Why? Because if I cancel both the things, so I'll get my original function back again. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you look at it, for suppose you have an equation like, let's say that x plus 2 is equal to 2. Sir, x plus 2 is equal to 2 given. Simply x is equal to 0. Okay, right answer. Everyone knows that 2 minus 2 is 0, sir. So x is equal to 0 is the right answer. But look at this here. I need x value to avoid for getting x value. What I have to do here? Subtract 2 on both sides.
So subtract 2 from both sides
1 second.
actually.
2 on both sides. So x plus 2 minus 2, 2 as it is, minus 2. Look at this. If I cancel both the things, am I not getting the same function which I have? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm getting. So look at this now. So if I simplify this beta, what you get here? Plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled. This will get cancelled. X is equal to 0. Yes, you can solve like this, or shifting this 2 to the right hand side. 2 minus 2, 0, sir. So x is equal to 0, sir. That is also correct, sir. Correct?
Or like transposing it.
Transposing.
the
So
other
what I'm
side.
doing, if I add or subtract, see, I'm subtracting with minus 2 on the left hand side. With the same number, I have to subtract on the right hand side as well. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So then only it will be balanced. Here also same thing. If I'm multiplying with the same number, if I'm multiplying with one number, I have to divide with the same number. Then only it will be balanced. All right. So for rationalization, what I have to do to avoid the root, in the denominator, basically I multiply and divide with the same number which I have in the denominator. Correct? So we will solve the questions. You will understand. Do not worry much. We will solve the questions. I am sure I'll make you understand, every one of you here. You don't worry, I am here.
But here we have to cancel, no, sir.
Where you have to cancel, beta?
X square root of x and square root of x.
No. Look at this here. Cancellation. If you cancel this, you will left with again this. Okay.
Sir, and that's not rationalized. We have to
Sir,
never
that's
make
why
not
in the
denominator
starting
is
you did no,
rationalized.
sir, 1 by square root of x into 1 by square root of x.
Yes.
And why didn't we do that again?
No. That is a different question which I asked. This is a different question. Look at this here. Try to observe the small thing here. Here, what I told, beta, this is an irrational number. How can you make 1 by square root of x into a rational number? Simply, beta, you multiply with 1 by root x, 1 more root x. It becomes what? 1 into 1, 1. Root x into root
Sir,
x
but
becomes
it's not like true because I have to also multiply the numerator.
I understand. It is not true if you follow. My question is different. You understand my question? How can you
Yes,
make?
sir, I can understand.
What I'm trying to say here is, how can you make this as a rational number? By multiplying with 1 more 1 by root x. So it becomes a rational number. That is the question. Leave that. That is answer done. That question finished. There is no other contradiction about that question. Leave that. And now this question, how do you rationalize this? How do you rationalize this?
That
For
only we did in the first question, no, sir.
Sorry?
That only we did in the previous question, no, sir.
That no, you didn't listen my question properly. For rationalization, beta, whatever the denominator I have here, for making the denominator, look at this here, for making the denominator into this x, for making the denominator into a rational number, I just multiply and divide it with the root.
Sir, yes, sir, you just did that to show, like to make us
Yes,
understand, but this
to
is
make
the
us
actual
understand, I just made you let me tell you why I did like that was, I just asked you, that is irrational number, but how can you make with what number if I multiply, so it will become a rational number? That was my question. Correct? So with if I multiply with 1 by root x, if I multiply with 1 by if I multiply with 1 more 1 by root x, it becomes as a 1 by x, which is a rational number. That was the question. It finished. Okay. Now here
Sir, I
look at
have a
this.
small doubt in this.
One
in
second.
this
Let
question.
me finish. So this is the question. 1 by root x. If I ask you to rationalize, beta, look at this here. I can just multiply and divide with this root x and root x. Okay. So whenever you have rationalization, beta, you have to multiply and divide with the same number. Okay. You have to multiply and divide with the same number. Look at this in the second example. Here I have square root of a plus b. So I'm multiplying and dividing with the same number. Look at this. Both are same or not? So that is a procedure of the rationalization. Now you can ask me.
Sir, if I take one example, like here you said we should not cancel square root of x and square root of x. Now if I take one example, like 1 by 2 into 2 by 2.
1 by 2
into 2 by 2. No, sir, another way. No, another side, like here.
Okay, into 2
by 2. If I don't cancel, even if I cancel or not, but we should get same, no, sir. Like here we will get 2 by 4 answer. Then we will do 1 by 2. Or here on
you understand here?
we cancel
Yes,
1 by 2. So we
yes.
we can get to cancel after is equals to also, no, sir.
Yes,
but this is it's irrational. We have to convert it to rational. That's
very
the
good
concept.
point. That is the answer. Look at it. It is a rational number. Here it is a irrational number. Understood my point?
No, sir, but we have to cancel.
Yes.
Sir.
Ma, look at this here. You can cancel. Nothing wrong with cancellation. You can cancel. Absolutely, you can cancel. You cancel. Always you cancel. No problem at all. See here, you have 1 by 2 beta. Okay, fine. Very good. Okay, sir, you are multiplying and dividing with the 2. And it still is becoming 1 by 2 only. Correct? Cancel it 1 by 2
Yes,
only.
sir.
Correct. That is also correct. Now when I can write 1 by 2 also can be written as beta 1 by 2 into 2 by 2. Correct? Both are equal or not?
Yes, sir.
Both are
Yes,
equal or
sir.
not? After cancellation, it becomes 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Now it is clear your doubt.
Yes, sir.
That is how you can do that. So here 2 by 2 will get cancelled. 2 will get cancelled. You remain with 1 by 2 only. There is nothing difficult. Very simple. Very simple means very simple. So you can always cancel. Who said that you shouldn't cancel? You cancel. You cancel. Did I say that you don't cancel that? Did I?
Yes, sir. Because like even if we try to divide it, sir, even if we try to divide it, the answer would be 1 by 2 only.
Yes, 1 by 2 only. Exactly. Right. Look at this here. Hope it is clear, Nitya.
But here also then we have to cancel, no, sir.
Where?
1 by square root of x.
But
Where,
you have
where?
to make it rationalize.
But we have to make rationalize. That is the point there. Understood my
Sir,
point?
is
So
there
that's
no
the
other method?
question. That's the basic question what they asked.
Yes, yes.
Sir, is there any other method?
What is the problem with this method?
It is confusing, sir. I will
What is
suddenly
confusing?
cancel in exam and I will get 0.
See, 1 second. You do not worry, beta. I'll help you. Okay. Look at this here. Here root x you have, right? Correct? You can cancel it. No problem. What is your answer now?
1 by square root of x.
1 by square root of x. If you write like this, you will get 0 only. But you shouldn't write like that. Look at this here. I'm not asking you to write in that way.
Denominator should never be root.
Rationalization. Try to listen to me what I'm saying. Beta, here rationalization is nothing but beta making the denominator, whatever the denominator you have in the square root, to avoid that square root, we are rationalizing. We are using the method called rationalization. Understood my point? Here there is no concept that you have to cancel that. That is the not concept here. Understood my point? Nitya, that is not our concept. Our concept is what? This denominator is there, right? This denominator, that making the denominator as x or a proper rational number. Correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the denominator we have here?
Yes, sir. Some number which can be
Sir,
left
root
on
x,
the
sir.
number
Sir,
line.
it's same like this, sir. Like the denominator should never be negative, so that the negative sign comes on the numerator. That's so it's same.
Look at this here. Let me tell you one thing here. Here 1 by root x I have. Root x I have, right? That root x, for making that root x is an irrational number. Do you agree with my point, Nitya?
Yes, sir.
How do you make that as a rational number?
So by multiplying another one into root x.
Yes, that is the question. Very good. You multiply with 1 by root x. Very good. Very good. You got this
Sir,
one.
like how do we do equivalenting?
One
sir,
second,
of
one second,
numbers,
one
sir?
second.
Like
Yeah.
that only we
Sir, but if
multiply
we
with
do this,
that
we
only.
get
Hello.
1 by x, which is not
One-
equal to 1 by root.
If you wait, I'll teach you. If you wait, I'll teach you. Then you talk. Okay. Here my question. Understand. Try to understand what I'm asking. How do you make that as a irrational number? I mean, rational number. Irrational to rational. Simply you multiply
By
with 1 by root x.
multiplying it with 1 by root x.
Yes. 1 second. 1 second. Let me finish. 1 by root x. So it becomes 1 by x. Fantastic. But this is not rationalization. Understand my point? Our topic is what? Rationalization. Look at this. Side heading is what? Rationalization. For this rationalization, what we have to do here? We have to multiply. We have to make sure that the denominator part is not having root. Understood now? What is rationalization? We have to make sure that our denominator is not having root x.
So one doubt.
1 second.
Here you said, okay, sorry.
We have root x in the denominator. So to avoid that root, what I have to do? I have to multiply and divide with root x with the same number. Okay. If I do that, so
Sir, this is because it's the equivalent, like
Yes,
equivalent
equivalent
fractions we do,
fraction.
like so that method only.
yes, equivalent fraction only. That is equivalent fraction. That is a 6th standard concept. No problem. 1 into root x is what? Root x. Square root of root x is what? Square root of root x into root x is what? 1x. So this is the answer. This is the
Root x
answer.
into root x is x only.
X. This is the answer when when you rationalize the given function, when you rationalize the given number, you get to see this answer. Okay,
Sir,
but
one doubt.
yes,
Sir, you said the main objective of rationalization is the denominator shouldn't have the square root symbol.
No, the denominator shouldn't have square root and should be equal to the previous. Like 1/2 into 1/2 is 1/4, but it's not equal to 1/2.
ah,
1/2 into 2/2 is like
yes, 1
2/4,
second,
which is 1/2. Like
Lalit,
that.
Lalit, 1 second. Yes, I'll make you understand in one more way. Beta, look at this here. Sir, you are asking that this is equal to this should be equal, right? I'll make you that equal. Look at this 1/√x as it is. I wrote Nitya. This root x as it is, let me write. This denominator x can be written as root x into root x. Do you agree with my point now? Now this cancel now. Happy? Are you happy now? Understood my point? Now we cancel it. Here, the main object, the main motto of that rationalization is avoiding the square root in the denominator. For making that, we are rationalizing. How to do rationalize? Multiply and divide with the same number which you have in the denominator. Understood? That is the main motto. That is what the
Sir,
concept.
like
Sir,
to
if
give.
there is a square, if there is a square root, sir, in the denominator,
Sorry?
sir, if there is a square root in the denominator, sir, then what will be the result of the number, sir? It will be 0 only.
No. Square root becomes what? Look at square root. If the denominator square root is nothing, but this is what we are getting. Look at this here. This is the result.
Okay.
Beta, this from this only I made this, right?
So
Yes,
to make
sir.
it like fractions, we multiply it by same numerator and denominator. Like that. Here
Yes.
also same.
Same also, beta. There
Yes,
is nothing.
sir.
You
can say
are
the equivalent fraction
one
wala
second.
process.
Yes, you are thinking so much. There is something. There is nothing. You are thinking so much and you are getting confused yourself. There is nothing. Believe me, I know, understand what I'm trying to say here. Here, look at this here. Main objective, main principle, main motto of the rationalization is making the denominator into a rational. To remove the root in the denominator, we are rationalizing. For rationalizing that, what we are doing? We are multiplying and dividing with the same number. Whichever we have the number in the denominator with the same number, I'm multiplying and dividing here. Correct? So that I'm getting this answer. After rationalization, I'm getting this answer. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt now?
Sir, in rationalization, only this method is there.
Yes, I'll tell you, but I will solve the questions. Ruko, Zara. I'll tell you each and everything. I'll teach you. Now look
I'm
at this.
not understanding that.
Which one you are not understanding? Is there anyone that who are not understanding this simple one?
No, sir, I understood, sir.
What about others? I need a response.
Understood,
from
sir.
everyone.
Understood, sir.
Sir, understood.
Look at this. I'll teach you better one more way. I'll teach you one more. Look at this here. See here, I have given you this number. Look at this here. Nitya will give the answer now. Nitya will give the answer. But this is the number which you have. Okay. Now I'm asking you to rationalize this. How do you rationalize, beta?
Square root of a minus b into square root of a minus b by square root of a minus b.
First you write the same number.
Sir, one doubt I have.
First you tell me, you answer my question, then I'll clear your doubt. How do you rationalize this?
1 by square root of a minus b into square root of a minus b by square root of a minus b.
So we can write also a plus b or only a minus b.
Yes, you can write a plus b also, no problem. What is the motto, basic motto here?
Sir, why a plus b?
Yes, one second. You need not look at this here, beta. You multiply and divide with the same number. That is the motto. Minus plus is a secondary. Okay. Multiply and divide with the same number. Understood my point?
So it cannot be denominator, but it can or cannot be, but we have to multiply with both same
number. Multiply and divide with. Why? Because if you cancel this, so again you have to get the same number, right? That is why.
Like we do in normal fractions to get the denominator same.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes. So why we have to multiply and divide with the same number? Why? Because if I cancel, even though I cancel, so I have to get the same my original number back. That is the reason we have to multiply and divide with the same number. We have learned in like lower classes as well. If you are multiplying with one number, you have to divide with the same number. If you are adding one number, you have to subtract with the same number. Okay. Now look at this. What is the answer now? Tell me. 1 into this what beta?
That
A
one.
minus B by A minus B.
Not A minus B, root A minus B by A minus
Yes,
B.
just now I told you, right? Root x into root x is what? 1x. Now root of A minus B into root of A minus B is what? 1 time of A minus B. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now this is the answer. After rationalization, what I got this answer. Now, sir, I don't want this. Now, what is our motto? What is the main objective? I told you to remove the root
To
of
make
the denominator. We removed or not? Check.
yes,
We
sir.
we took the root away or not? Yes.
Sir, main motto is to make the denominator same, but we have to multiply it with the same number twice.
Multiply and divide with the same number. Multiply and divide, not multiply. Multiply and divide with the same number.
Sir, now in rationalization only in one something by something only we can do, or can it be like a normal number or denominator and numerator?
Any number. We will solve the questions. You will understand. Don't worry why you are worrying much. We will solve the questions. You will understand in a much better way. I'll tell you better. Look at this here. Look at this here. First, suppose most of the times what we do here is for making our calculations easy. What we do is, for suppose if I have 2 plus root 3. If I have 2 plus root 3, for our simple calculation, what I do here is, this is the number given to you. I'm asking you to rationalize this. How do you do this? 2 plus root 3 into, I have to multiply with opposite sign.
Sir, because it makes it easy and makes it into a
Yes.
form like a square minus
b square. Because of that, we
Yes,
have to
sir.
do. There is nothing wrong with that, sir. Why you are multiplying with the minus? I'll multiply with the same number. No problem. Multiply with. Look at this, sir. Multiply with that. Okay. Understood? Till this, you understood, Nitya? What is your name? Nitya only, right? Yes.
Yes.
So
Sir.
1 into. Now look at this. What is the answer in the denominator?
2 plus 3.
2 plus 3. Yeah. 2 plus 3 whole square. This
whole
into
square, sir.
Sir, then square root and square will be cancelled, no, sir?
No. Look at this here. Here, if it is something root x into root x, then it is x. But if I have something like, same number, beta, this is a fully one number. This is another full number. So this into this is what? Total square or not? Understood my point?
So then it will be like a plus b.
Then, but square root of 3 also we have to remove, no, sir?
We have to remove, beta. We have to remove by applying an identity. That is not yet finished. You have to apply the identity
a plus
now.
b the whole square. Yes, sir. A plus b.
Now look at this here now. 2 plus root 3 divided by what you left with now? Look
2
at
plus
this.
root 2b whole square.
A square plus b square plus
Sir, 4.
2
Yes, sir.
A
4 plus 3 and
b. Now look at this here. So 2 plus root 3 divided by 12. Sorry, 4 into 7, right? Yes, 7.
7.
Sir,
Sir,
from where
7.
did you get 4, sir?
1 second.
A plus b the whole square. 2 square is 4 and 3 square root 3 square is 3.
This is what we got. Now check here. Still we have root in the denominator. Still we have root in the denominator. For that, look at this.
Sir, we have to cancel.
No.
Sir, for that we have to. That's why we have to minus like 2
You have to
minus
multiply
root
with minus
3.
there. That is why you have to multiply with minus here. Okay. If you multiply with minus, what happens? It becomes a normal identity. You can
Sir, I
simplify
have
that
a
very
small
easily.
doubt.
Yes. How did you get 4? That is what doubt. Correct?
No, sir. Here, if we continue with addition, you said we can do with addition. So can you continue the answer from here? 2 plus root square 3 by 7 plus.
Sir, there is no answer, sir.
This is
Like,
not
you
the
can
answer. This is not
continue.
the final answer. What is our main motto? I told you, beta. To remove the root in the denominator. Still you have root here. If you multiply with a plus here, still you have a root in the
Sir,
denominator.
if we again
Sir?
multiply with 7 plus 4 root 3 by again, then we'll
Multiply.
again get root.
Again you can multiply with you go. So look at this here. Again, if you multiply, sir, I'll multiply and divide with the same number again. Look at this. Again, you will get root again. It goes
Yes,
like
sir,
that.
but there's no use.
So, there is no use of
Sir,
doing
for
that.
which questions we should keep
have
plus
to
and
do
minus
minus
halfway?
For
if
every
we know
question.
that?
For every question. For every question. For every
Also,
question.
for every
keep minus.
question minus only.
For every question minus only. For every question minus only.
No plus.
Sir, no plus. Sir, then,
Multiplication
sir,
and division,
then,
they should be in the minus form.
yes. Correct? Understood now?
Sir, if it's in the minus 1, then 4 minus 3, it should be 1. And then 2 plus root 3 will be the answer.
Yes. Look at this here. Every question you have to minus. Now look at this here. This is the no use. By using the no use. If I multiply and divide with the plus, there is a no use. To make you guys realize I multiplied with the plus only. Now if I do, look at this beta here. The same question I'm writing here.
Sir, I have a doubt.
1 second. If I multiply with the same number with opposite sign and divide with the same number with opposite sign. Look at this here. Here had plus, right? If I multiply and divide with the minus, what happens now? 1 into this, 2 minus root 3.
So that you can cut this.
Sir,
like
sir,
the
a square
plus
minus
and
b
minus.
square, sir, 2 square.
Wait. It is looking like a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b
Yes,
is what?
sir.
A square
Sir,
minus
a square minus b
b
square.
square. Correct.
Sir,
A
2 square
b
minus
square.
minus 3
Ah.
square. So,
So,
sir, 2
2
minus root 3
by 2 square is 4 beta. Root 3 whole square how
and
much?
minus
So
3.
3. So answer is what now?
3, sir. 1. Sir, it will be 2 minus root 3 by 1. That's it.
This is the answer. This is
An
the
answer,
procedure of the
found answer.
rationalization. Understood, Ditya?
So for few questions, plus is valid, but
Not
no,
few
all
questions.
questions
No
with
questions.
minus only
No
it is
questions.
better.
Not few questions. Any questions is not allowed with the plus. Every question is minus only. For making you to realize I multiplied and divided with plus only. If you multiply and divide with the plus, we are getting
So
again
all
and again
questions minus only, sir.
minus only. Please, can you please listen to me once? Here, every question you have to multiply minus only. With opposite sign, multiply and divide with. Okay. With opposite sign, multiply and divide with the same number. So that you can avoid the square root in the denominator. Correct?
Sir, you first said minus, now you are saying opposite sign.
Sorry.
First you said all
Opposite.
minus, then now we are saying again
Sir, like
opposite.
suppose they gave 1 by 2 minus root 3, then we
Beta,
have to
opposite
multiply
is
by
nothing but
2
what
plus-
beta? Opposite is nothing but what beta? Plus, if I have means opposite is nothing but minus. That is what I meant to say.
Sir,
Okay.
then if minus is there,
Plus, that's it.
and you said for all sums minus.
Who said minus? Look at this. But opposite sign is nothing but what I meant to say here is if I have one, for suppose if I have something like this, 2 minus root 5. Okay. Then what I have to multiply with? Now tell me.
2
With a
minus
plus.
root 5.
With opposite sign. Correct?
No,
This is
sir, 2
opposite
plus
sign.
root 5.
2
Sir,
plus
you
root
said
5.
all
Okay,
numbers
so
you can
only-
multiply with minus.
If you do with it opposite, then it will become a
beta.
square minus
One
b
second,
square. It will be easy.
one second. Wait, Lalit. Here, with all number minus is nothing but what I meant to say is if you have minus here, you have to multiply with plus. If it all have something like this, then you multiply with 2 minus. Correct? Now it is clear.
So, matlab not all sums minus. If plus
Not
is there,
all
then
sums.
minus.
All what I meant to say
Dependent
is
side should just be
one
opposite.
second.
Sir, it
One
depends,
second.
sir. Like if you use minus,
Boys
it
and
become
girls,
easy.
keep quiet. 1 second. Here, 2 minus root 5 is nothing but beta. Whenever you have minus here, always plus. Whenever you have plus here, always minus. Now it's clear.
Okay.
With opposite sign, you have to multiply. If you have minus beta here, you always multiply and divide with the plus. If you have plus here beta, you always multiply and divide with the minus. Correct?
Sir, because it gives an easy way, like for a
Because
square
it
minus b
gives us
square.
an easy way to make our denominator as a rational. Correct?
Yes. Sir.
Understood now? Now I'll give one question. Now will you be able to answer that? 1 by 2 minus root 7. With what number I have to multiply and divide now?
Plus 2 plus
root
root
7.
7.
Exactly. That's it. So if you solve this 2 plus root 7 divided by 2
Sir,
square 4
Sir, I
minus
have
7.
a small doubt.
Minus 3.
Sir, minus 7, sir, it will be 3, sir, minus 3. So it will be minus 2 minus root 7 by 3 if you do in the numerator.
Correct. Any doubts here?
Sir, I have a small doubt.
Yes. So, yes.
Sir,
Make it fast. I have a class now. Yeah.
Sir, one question.
Hmm.
Sir, if we write 3 by 3 by
Hmm.
2 plus square root of 3 minus square root of 4
Minus
square root of 5.
square root of 5.
Now which symbol should we use, sir?
Now look at this.
Sir, it
here.
will be minus only, sir, again.
Minus. Look at this here. Yes. First of all, better look at this here. You take this as one number. Okay. This is another number. Divide like that. Correct. Now what you have to do? 2 plus root 3 plus root 5.
Sir, I tried a similar sum. We can do it like 2 minus root 3 plus root 5 also.
Anything is correct.
Sir, I have a small
Sir,
doubt.
then we'll get a square minus b square, sir.
Yes.
Sir, but I have a small doubt. Why did we again write plus 5 square root of 5? It should be minus square root of 5, no, sir?
Where?
They
Beta,
have
here
changed.
you have beta here minus I have wrote, right? Here we have minus. For square root of
So
5.
then
we
why
have,
didn't we change symbol for 2 plus square root of 3?
where did
Because we
change?
thought that
Because
there's one number.
We didn't change anything here. Where did we change? Which number? I
Why
didn't get
didn't
you.
we change is the question, sir?
Why didn't we change? Look at this here. Your question is why didn't we change? Now look at this here. If you change, what happens? Try with that. If you change, what happens? Look at this. You take one number. This has one number. This has one number. Okay. Now what you do here? 2 minus.
Yes, sir. Like if you take it as one number, the other one won't change because
Other
that
one
one
won't
is two
change.
independent
Very good.
numbers.
Look
Sir,
at this.
two independent numbers in
Yes.
between. There's an expression. That's
Yes.
what's.
Understood now? Understood, Nitya. Here, if you take this as one number, this is another number. Here you have plus. Then you will be getting minus here. Understood? This will not be changing. Look at this.
So can't we take like all the 3 terms as 1, 1, 1 numbers?
You can't have alternate signs, right? You can have either one or fully one number or other different number. You need basically beta. Why do we do here is if I have two expressions, if I have two terms in the denominator, if I multiply with opposite sign, it becomes a square minus b square. It makes my calculation easy. It makes my denominator easy. That is the reason I always write a plus b into a minus b form. Now look at this here. It is looking like a plus b form into a minus b form. Check.
Yes, sir.
So that
Yes,
it
sir.
becomes
So
a
like
square
it will
minus
be
b
into
square.
3, sir.
For why? Because the conclusion here is, so you always, whenever in the denominator if you have plus, you multiply and divide with a negative. Okay, if you have negative, you multiply with and divide with a positive. Okay, so that what we got, to make our calculation easy, we are doing like that, so that the root will be getting removed and our calculation also would be easier. Understood? Why? How
Yes.
it becomes easy? How it becomes easy? By applying this formula in the denominator. Correct?
Yes, sir. If we don't
Yes,
apply
sir.
the forward, like it can be hard.
Yes. Hope it is clear now.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow we will solve more questions so that it will be like more understandable for you. Okay, we'll solve in the next class.
Okay.
Okay, I have
Yes,
next class
sir.
right
Okay,
now,
sir.
beta. So hope it is clear with
Yes,
everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Ayesha,
Yes,
Yes, sir.
any
Thank you,
doubts?
sir. Bye,
Yes,
sir.
sir. It is clear. Yes, sir.
Good. Manogna, any doubts?
you, sir. Bye.
Tanvi, any doubts? Vedika, Vishnu.
No,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
No.
Very good. Hope it is clear. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank
Hi, sir. Thank you.